A very good evening to all of you. So today, such a lovely day because today we have someone in our midst who will take us to a journey to the music. This summer camp, which is known as Vivekashala, revolves around the teachings of Swami Vivekananda, and he is the one guiding force for all our children. So every day we start our day with his one of the thoughts, and for entire day we contemplate on those teachings. Today we have taken this thought: music is the highest art, and to those who understand, is the highest worship. The multi-dimensional personality of Swami Vivekananda has always been an inspiration for all of us. A very less span of time, of lifespan, he basically revolutionized the world with his powerful personality. Swami Vivekananda was undoubtedly an appreciator and a performer of Indian classical music. And all these children who are getting to know about the life of Swamiji through various stories and through his teachings, today is an opportunity. They are going to know about one of the sides of Swamiji, music. When Swamiji was 24 years old, he co-edited and published Bengali song anthology named Sangeet Kalpatar. And his father was a trained classical musician, and he taught him the basics of Dhrupad. His mother familiarized him with traditional devotional music. And then there were various levels or various stages in his life where he learned music and performed music in various occasions. When I ask this question to all of you, that are you into music, how many of you raise your hand? Are you into music, children? I can see 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25, 32. Numbers are increasing. But out of 134 participants, currently we are having more people who are joining in. Around 30 people are saying that yes, they are into music. The rest are saying no. This is what I'm assuming. What if I told you that every one of us, everyone, irrespective of whether we know any technicalities or any skills of music, everyone is related to music? Because music is an inherent part of our life. Don't you think? Now I tell you. The fundamental of our life begins with music. How? The very first moment of a mother, when she comes to know that she is pregnant and inside her womb there is a life. And after 4 or 5 weeks, the first signal of life is heartbeat. Dup, dup, lup, lup, dup, dup, lup, lup. So it's rhythm. Okay. And then when we come to this world, We do a lot of things, a lot of activities. And today you all children, you learned what is meditation, what is breathing exercises. So then when we do breathing in and breathing out, there is a pattern, there is a rhythm, there is a tempo. So everything comprises of music. And if you see things from this perspective, then you understand that yes, you all are connected to music. You all are producing rhythms. You all are vibrating. And if you talk about the universe around us, the creation of this universe, if you talk about the ancient Indian cosmology, all started with vibration. And whenever there is vibration, there is music, there is sound. And that is the reason music is truly universal in a way that connects us. When it is produced from the heart with pure intentions, it goes beyond the culture, beyond religion, beyond genre, and it becomes a powerful medium that brings positive energies. And it breaks all the mirage of boundaries. Those boundaries, these are separating us. All these plants, animals, even the spheres of different planets have their own vibration. Everything is vibrating. And we all exist in harmony, and each one of us is vibrating. And yes, our vibrations could be different. Your vibration, your frequency could be different. Mine would be different. But if you join with somebody and you hold their hands, do you know what happens? Your heart synchronizes and you suddenly beat in different rhythm. That is what we call the rhythm of oneness, when everything becomes one and there is no discrimination. So with this thought, let's begin today's evening. Before introducing our guest to you, I would like to introduce a young man. This young man is learning music when he was 3 years old. And today he is getting an opportunity to start this program with one of the bhajans he plays. He plays harmonium and he sings as well. So now I would like to welcome Hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Shantanu?
sir.
Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes.
I thought it got frozen. Okay, so now I would like to call Arya Meher. Arya Meher, are you there? So maybe
Yes.
you can unmute yourself and
He's there, but co-host permission had gas.
okay. Arya Meher, can you unmute yourself?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So he is going to play this rendition, and this is the Rag Bhairav, which he has told me. So this virtual platform is your, maybe he can be on Spotlight. Shantanu, can you bring him on Spotlight?
Yes, sir. Is it? Sir?
Yes, there you go.
Yes. नमस्कार, आज की पाठ 8 की विवेकशाला में आप सबका स्वागत है। मैं आर्या मेहर आज राग भैरव प्रस्तुत कर रहा हूँ। उम्मीद है आपको पसंद आए। धन्यवाद।
Thank you, Arya. It was a lovely presentation.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. God bless you. Keep it up. So now let's take the journey forward. For the purpose of the program, we have a very special guest today, and I'm so grateful because he accepted our request in the midst of his busy schedule. He said that he'll be here with us, and so today it's an opportunity for all the students whatever doubts or questions you have related to music, related to life large, you can ask these questions. Okay, he will bring his perspective, he'll share his stories, all of uh, good things he is doing using music. So he'll give you the whole picture of it, and in middle of the discussion he's going to play few songs for you using some instruments. So enjoy the session, and don't make noises, not in terms of voice but in terms of distraction here and there. Okay, so Shantanu, maybe you can uh, remove him from spotlight so that I can share the screen here.
Sir, remove कर दिया already.
Okay, thanks. I hope you can see the screen. Okay.
The side में वो black strip है.
Okay. Okay. So Sri Vedant Bhardwaj is a multifaceted musician who dabbles in several genres of music. He specializes in singing songs written by mystic saint poets from the Bhakti and Sufi traditions. He has sung at several music festivals at prestigious venues in India and abroad. He has formally learned Carnatic, Hindustani, and Western classical music and is currently under the tutelage of Sri Ramurthy Rao. Vedant composes music for dance and theater production, feature films, advertisements, documentaries, and albums. He is the director of Nalanda Way's Chennai Children Choir, and this is such a lovely initiative. I think he'll give you more detail what all things this particular choir is doing and how they started. And it is a choir of children from economically challenged backgrounds. And apart from all these, through his music, he is doing a lot of philanthropic work. And now from IQF, from the Vivekashala family, from all our children, I sincerely welcome Shri Vedant Bhardwaj to this session. And I'll give you the rights. I think I have already given you the rights. So maybe you can just take it forward from my end. And now this virtual platform is all yours.
Yeah. Hello everybody. Good evening. My name is Vedant. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Great. Yeah. Is this better now? Slightly. Was the earlier one better?
No, we can't hear you now.
You can't hear me now. Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear.
Okay.
Voice is a little less, but I think you are trying to maintain it because of the online session, I think.
Is it? Oh,
Yes.
is it too less?
Now it's fine.
It's fine.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Great. Yeah. So if at any time it becomes less, please send me a message on the chat. And it's less right now. Yeah. Is it okay now? Better
Yes,
now?
it's fine now.
Fine. All right. Great. All right. Hello, and thank you for the really wonderful song, Arya. It was lovely. Rag Bhairav. Uh, it's Lord Shiva's favorite rag, and which is why Lord Bhairav, Rag Bhairav, got the name Bhairav. And it's in Carnatic classical music. Rag Bhairav is the first rag that we start learning music with. And in Carnatic classical music, Rag Bhairav, as what it is called in Hindustani classical music, is called Maya Malava Gaule in Carnatic. And this was a rag that was supposedly invented by a very great mystic saint poet from India, from Karnataka, whose name is Purandaradasa. And he kind of formulated Carnatic classical music, put it down into structure. And when you learn Carnatic classical music, you start with something called the Sarali Varsai, Janta Varsai, Alankar, and then go into Geetam, and then go into something called Varnams, and then you learn Kritis, you learn full compositions. And the Sarli Varsai, Janta Varsai, Alankaram, all that is in this rag, Rag Bhairav, Rag Maya Malava Gaule. So it was really beautiful. Somebody is asking me to play the Avengers theme on the guitar on another time.
I think these queries can be taken when you'll have a Q&A session with him. If he's willing to perform it for you, he will do it.
Alright. Today I'm going to, sorry, but I won't be playing Avengers theme very sadly today. Today's theme is about bhakti music. And today I'll be singing songs written by mystic saint poets from India, from the bhakti and the Sufi tradition. And we come from a very, very rich tradition of music. In fact, Dhrupad music, which Swami Vivekananda ji learnt, is a very, very old form of music. People say that Dhrupad, the full form of Dhrupad is Dhruvapad. Dhruva is the star, the Dhruva star. Does anybody know which is the Dhruva star? You all can send it to me on chat. Which star is the Dhruva star? You can just the North
Okay,
Star.
let's ask Tapshi. Tapshi is saying, Tapshi, tell.
The pole star, North Star.
स्टार ध्रुवा स्टार एक स्टार होता है जो हमें रात को यानी कि सुबह 4 बजे के आसपास दिखता है एंड वो मुझे ज्यादा तो नहीं पता बट मैंने एक विष्णु पुराण में देखा था कि एक बच्चा था तो वो विष्णु जी की ना तपस्या करता है और उसे मतलब उसी की बात रात को सुबह 4 बजे हमें वो तारा दिखता है.
Correct. So Dhruva was a boy who was a very big devotee of Vishnu, and he used to always pray to Lord Vishnu, and his father was the king, and his father wanted the whole world and his kingdom, mainly his kingdom, and probably move on to the world, to worship himself, the king. And Dhruva, his son was like, who are you? You're not God. Vishnu is God. So I will worship Vishnu. And this king used to kind of not like anybody worshipping anyone else but him. And when it was his own son who was not worshipping him and Lord Vishnu, he asked, who is this? And I want to see him right now. Anyway, that's another story. So Dhruva, he said that I will always sit on Lord Vishnu's lap. So Dhruvapad is where Dhruva is sitting on Vishnu's lap. That star, the North Star, the pole star, which shines very brightly from the north direction, is Dhruva. And apparently Dhrupad comes from that star. So it is as old as that star. Dhrupad classical music. And so is all forms of classical music. Carnatic classical music, nobody knows when it really started. Hindustani classical music came from Dhrupad and Carnatic classical music. You know this Swami Purandara Dasa who I was talking to you about? His disciple was Swami Haridas. And Swami Haridas used to wander around quite a bit, and he settled somewhere near Agra. And you know who was Swami Haridas' student? It was Mia Tansen. Tansen, has anybody heard of Tansen? One of the 9 gems of Akbar's court. So anyway, there's a very big connection between Hindustani classical music, Carnatic classical music, and everything. So right now, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to sing a song. So in any classical tradition, be it music, be it art, be it studies, be it academics, be it archery or horse riding or anything, whatever you take, um, the guru, the teacher, has a very special place, because the teacher is the one who shows you the way, how to move forward, how to learn something. So, this song that I'm going to sing is about the teacher, about the guru, and it starts with a doha written by Kabir. Kabir used to write. One of the things that Kabir used to write, Kabir, of course, you all might have heard of him for sure. Kabir was a mystic poet from the Bhakti Sufi tradition. He was considered as both a Bhakti and a Sufi poet. I think the one and only to have this special place in both Bhakti and Sufi tradition. So this is a doha written by Kabir where he says, Guru और गोविंद दोऊ खड़े किसकी लागू पाऊं. My Guru and Govind. Govind is again Vishnu or Krishna, the Lord. So my Guru and the God are standing right in front of me. Guru Govind दोऊ खड़े किसकी लागू पाऊं. बलिहारी सतगुरु देव की गोविंद दियो बताए. So I really thank my Guru who told me to fall on Govind's feet, on the God, on the Lord's feet. And then it moves into this song where it's written by Narayan Das, a poet from the 15th century. 15th century is about 700 years back. 600 to 700 years back. So this song is 600 to 700 years old. And for so many years, it's been passed down through oral tradition. So oral tradition is where Narayan Das told this to his student, and the student told this to his student, and then her student, and his student, and her student, and it just kept going down. And oral tradition is something where something doesn't get written down, but is just passed down by just saying it, by just teaching it vocally. So for 600 or 700 years, this song has survived, and it has reached us today, and we are lucky to be singing this song and listening to it. वारी जाऊं रे बलिहारी जाऊं रे म्हारा सतगुरु आंगन आया मैं वारी जाऊं रे. I surrender, I lose myself to my Guru, as my Guru has entered my own courtyard, Mhara Angan, and I have given myself to my Guru. Satguru Angan Aya, Ganga Gomati Nhaya, Mhara Nirmal ho gayi kaya, मैं वारी जाऊं रे. So as my Guru is teaching me, wisdom enters my body. It's like as if I take a dip in the holy rivers Ganga and Gomati, and my body feels completely purified. Yeah, my body feels completely purified, and I have given myself, I have surrendered to my Guru. सब सखी मिलकर हालो, केसर तिलक लगायो, म्हारा घना हेत सो लेओ बधाए, मैं वारी जाऊं रे. सब सखी milkar halo, come together, all friends come together. Let's all get together. Kesar tilak lagayo. Let's put a tilak on our Guruji's forehead and lovingly celebrate her arrival. Mhara ghana het so leu badhai. I have given up myself. I have surrendered to my Guru. Satguru darshan deena, भाग उदय कर दीना, म्हारा कर्म भरम सब छीना, मैं वारी जाऊं रे. So my Guru appeared. It is just my good fortune. Everything from now has become good because my Guru has come. And any false delusions or knowledge of religion and all the wrong things that I know have all disappeared because I have surrendered to my Guru. सत्य संगी बन गई भारी, मंगला गाऊं चारी, म्हारा खुली हृदय की ताली, मैं वारी जाऊं रे. I have become a very committed student, singing these songs of wisdom that my Guru is teaching me, and the locks in my heart have opened, and I have surrendered to my Guru. दास नारायण जस गायो, चरणों में शीस निमायो, म्हारा सतगुरु पार उतारे, मैं वारी जाऊं रे. So Narayan Das sings praises of his Guru, and he lays his head to his Guru's feet, like doing a namaskar. Mhara Satguru par utare. So my Guru takes me across to the other side. Main wari jaun re, I have surrendered to my Guru. Okay, so this is the song. Is it all okay till now? Have you all heard whatever I have said? All right, great. So this song is sung across the Malwa belt. So the Malwa region extends from a part of Maharashtra going into Madhya Pradesh, going into Rajasthan, and some parts of Gujarat. So that whole part is called the Malwa region. And this song is sung a lot in that whole area. Parts of Maharashtra, part of Madhya Pradesh, parts of Gujarat, Rajasthan. And I've heard many singers sing this song. Great singers. And the ones I learnt it from are Padma Shri Prahlad Singh Tipanya from Madhya Pradesh. You all should make note of all these singers and go back and listen to them. Padma Shri Prahlad Singh Tipanya from Madhya Pradesh, Muralala Marwada from Kutch, Gujarat, and Mahesha Ramji from Rajasthan. Okay, so you all make a note of all these singers and go and listen to them later. वारी जाऊं रे, बलहारी जाऊं रे, हो वारी जाऊं रे, बलहारी जाऊं रे, म्हारा सतगुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे, म्हारा दिल गुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे, वारी जाऊं रे, बलहारी जाऊं रे, हो वारी जाऊं रे, बलहारी जाऊं रे, म्हारा सतगुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे. दिल गरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। सतगुरु आंगन आया, गंगा गोमती नहाया हो। सतगुरु आंगन आया रे आया, गंगा गोमती नहाया, मारा निर्मल हो गई काया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। निर्मल हो गई काया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। वारी जाऊं रे, बलहारी जाऊं रे, मारा सतगुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। सब सखी मिलकर हालो, केसर तिलक लगायो हो। सब सखी मिलकर हालो रे हालो, केसर तिलक लगायो, मारा घना हेत सो लेऊं बधाए, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। वारी जाऊं रे, बलहारी जाऊं रे, मारा सतगुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। सतगुरु दर्शन दीना, भाग उदय ही कीन्हा हो। सतगुरु दर्शन दीना, भाग उदय कर दीन्हा, मारा खरम भरम सब छीना, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। मारा करम भरम सब छीना, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। सत्संग बन गई भारी, मंगला गाऊं चारी हो। सत्संग बन गई भारी, मंगला गाऊं चारी, मारा खुली हृदय की ताली, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। हमारा खुली हृदय की ताली, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। दास नरण जस गायो, चरणों में शीस निमायो हो। दास नरण जस गायो, चरणों में शीस निमायो, मारा सतगुरु पार उतारे, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। हमारा सतगुरु पार उतारे, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। वारी जाऊं रे, बलहारी जाऊं रे हो। वारी जाऊं रे, बलहारी जाऊं रे, मारा सतगुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। तुम्हारा दिल गुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। हमारा सतगुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। तुम्हारा दिल गुरु आंगन आया, मैं वारी जाऊं रे। गुरु गोविंद दो खड़े, किसकी लागूं पाँव। हाँ गुरु गोविंद दो खड़े, किसकी लागूं पाँव। बलिहारी म्हारी सतगुरु देव की, गोविंद दियो बताए। So that's the first song, and that is according to tradition. We always think about our Guru and naman, namaskar to our Guru, before we start a song. So before we start a concert or any kind of sharing or any satsang, what we are having right now is a satsang. Sang means together. Sat means good. So when good people come together, it's called satsang. Right. So when I started learning music, I was very similar to Arya, where I was about 3 or 4 when I started learning singing, and since then it's been about close to about 38 or 39 years I've been learning music, and I still continue to learn music. And there's so much music to learn that even now I feel like I still feel like a student. There's so much to learn. Music is like a vast ocean. It is so vast that one life is not enough. I might live, say, for 60, 70, 80, 100 years. Nobody knows, right? But in that one life itself, I will not be able to learn all the music that there is in this world. Or even Carnatic classical music or Hindustani, even one particular form of music. There is so much of it. And I feel very, very, very blessed that, you know, I have this gift of being able to sing. And I believe very, very strongly that if anyone can speak, they can sing. So, singing is one of the easiest things that comes to people. Some people may be shy about it, and some people may not be shy about it. But singing it's probably, music itself is one of the oldest languages in this world. If you think about it, when people first started communicating, when there was no language at all, so sounds were used. So probably it was for no, yes, ha, aha, no. So yes and no itself are like sounds, and if you look at it, they have a tune. No. No. Ah. Or when you're enjoying something. Ah. So the same, it's so musical, everything. So from there, music was created from all these sounds, from sounds of the nature. So all the sounds of nature, the sound of rain, the sound of our heartbeat. So that's the first sound that you hear. So the heartbeat, and everything has a sound. The whole world. If you're very quiet and you go inward, then you listen to all the sounds around you. And after a while, all those sounds start becoming silent, and then you start hearing what's happening inside. And you keep going within. So, the first song that after I started learning classical music, I went to the school in my 11th and 12th, which was a boarding school. And so I stayed in a hostel, with my friends. All of us used to stay there. And in the hostel, and one of my roommates, one of my classmates used to play the guitar. His name was Anant. So Anant taught me to play the guitar, and I really loved the instrument, the sound of it. So he taught me to. One of you are asking, how do you move your fingers so fast on the fretboard? Well, it's just practice. But what I just said, it's just practice, doesn't mean practice is easy. It means practice is like a sadhana. Practice is like a religion. Practice is like something that you do daily. Like how we brush our teeth daily, like how we sleep daily, how we eat daily, how we bathe daily. Like that, you also practice daily. And when you keep practicing, it becomes part of you. There's no day which goes by when I don't practice. Like how a day doesn't go by when we don't brush our teeth, right, or sleep or eat. So the same way, practice has also become a part of my life. And it has become that because I love music more than anything else. And whatever you love doing, if you set aside time for it and keep practicing, you will get good at it. So if you want to move your fingers so quick, then you just have to practice. That's it. It's very simple. So I will move on to my next song, which is written by Mirabai. Mirabai is a poet again from the 16th century, which is about 500 years back. And she was from Rajasthan. And when she was about 5 or 6 years old, she told her mother, she pointed out to Lord Krishna's idol. And she said, "Who's that?" And her mother said, "That's Krishna." "But who's Krishna?" Mirabai asked. And she said, her mother said, didn't know what to say. And I think she just said, "Krishna is your husband." And from that day, Mirabai thought Krishna is her husband. And she was in love with Krishna. Whatever she did for Krishna, she did with Krishna, she did, like, she was with Krishna the whole time in thinking, and like not physically with Krishna, of course, because Krishna is God, but she would always think about Krishna. And just like how my relationship with music is, I always think about music, like that Mirabai always thought about Krishna. And so Mirabai, she was so madly in love with Krishna that her family thought that she was mad. And she said, "Oh God, this girl has really lost her mind. She's so madly in love with Krishna. She doesn't know what she's doing." And yeah, this is a banjo. So this is an American folk instrument called a banjo. So very similar to the guitar. It has strings, but only 4 of them, not 6 like the guitar, and it has a kind of a drum over here and the bridge. So this part is wooden in a guitar, but this is a drum over here, and the bridge rests on it. And so the sound of the instrument is different. So Mirabai, she wrote many songs of Krishna, and the songs are still sung today, thanks to the way that it has been passed down generation after generation. And this is one song where she says, "Kinare lagao, now kinare lagao, Prabhuji." So she compares herself to a boat, and the kinara, the nadi kinara, the banks of the river, is the Lord. So she says, "I am a boat, and the banks of the river is the Lord. Please bring me back to the shore. Please take me." Is what Mirabai says. Nadiya gehri, now purani. The river runs deep. Uh, the boat is old. Doobat now tarao, Prabhuji. My boat is sinking. So please, kinare lagao, now kinare lagao, Prabhuji. ज्ञान ध्यान की सांगड़ बांधी, दौड़े दौड़े चले आओ प्रभु जी. I have surrendered myself. I have, whatever I know, I have given up. And I have just surrendered myself to you. Please come running to me. मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर नागर. Giridhar Nagar means the one who lifted the mountain. You all know that story where Krishna lifted the Govardhan mountain with his little finger. So that's why he is called Giridhar Nagar. So Meera ke Prabhu Giridhar Nagar, Charan Kamal. So Krishna's feet apparently look like lotus. Charan Kamal Bali Aao Prabhuji. I surrender myself to your lotus feet. So this song we used to sing in our school every day, not every day, every Monday, Wednesday and Friday we had morning singing assemblies, and we used to sing many songs like this: Kinare Lagao, Mati Kahe Kumhar Se Tu Kya Rondhe Mohe, and many other songs like that. And we used to sing it together. So you know the sound of these collective voices singing together, I used to enjoy it. And I always used to think, wow, imagine all these songs, if you could play the guitar and sing these songs, it would be so cool. And so I started doing that. Kinare laga, kinare laga, kinare laga, kinare laga. Tara Prabhuji, Bhatna
these performances, they don't deserve virtual clap. Everyone, please clap. Please clap, everyone.
Wow.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, there is just one word, WOW. Wow. And how beautifully you can I think having a Western instrument and having classical music and mixing them together, still making the feel of it, still not diluting it, that is the perfect part of your singing, I think. The kind of chords you choose, the kind of pattern you have, and I think using the Western music, Western instrument, you're not deviating from your roots. That is the best part of your music. And I hope kids enjoyed it, because I was seeing on the gallery mode. So I was just trying to see whether they're enjoying it or not. I saw that RM Meher was having this, and he was like,
wow. Nice.
going in trance.
Thank you so much. When I started playing the guitar for these songs, I always wondered, is it sounding okay? Is it fine? And then I played in front of my guru, Ramurthy Rao sir, in Chennai, and he told me that it's fine. So after that, I never looked back. I said, okay, if my guru is fine with it,
Validated it, then you don't need to worry about anything at all.
Right. But I'm glad. It's also, I love both these instruments so much that it's just become an extension of my own self. So I just love playing the guitar so much, and I feel so comfortable, playing the guitar or the banjo while singing, that it just feels very nice. So if you all have any questions,
Questions.
please.
There are few faces, they are waiting for their turn actually. So we had selected few children who could play today in front of you.
Lovely. I would love to.
Entries actually, but then it was so difficult for us, and I know that I'll be taking just few names today. But those students who have sent me the videos for my personal reference, I will definitely give them another chance in this Vivekashala only. But today we have limited time because he is also a busy person, Bacho. So we'll just have some limited performances today. Okay. So first I would like to call someone all the way from Guwahati. So his name is Srimant Hajarika. So if he is here, Shrimanto, are you there? So he plays tabla actually, and he has been playing it from past 3-4 years now. So again, Srimant, are you there? Yes, he is here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Srimant. I'm just putting him. You have to open your camera, beta.
Yes, sir.
Good. You can just give your introduction, brief introduction, and then you can start playing.
नमस्ते, मेरा नाम सीमांत हजरिका है। मैं असम के गुवाहाटी से हूँ। मैं तबले में आज कहरवा ताल और दुपल्लीगत बजाने जा रहा हूँ।
I think some connection error.
Network.
Hemanta, are you there?
Network issue.
Network issue is there.
Looks
Anyway.
like, yeah, some
Yeah.
network issue.
Okay. So meanwhile, let's come back from Guwahati. I'm not sure. Yeah, we can hear. I think network issue. Okay. Just a second. Okay, so the next participant is Purvi. Purvi, are you there? So Purvi, basically she plays piano, and her playing style, I think Western piano she plays. So if you can allow, then we can have some Western rendition. So she will play some piece. Purvi, are you there? Okay, Purvi, I'm giving you the, put your mic, you need to open your mic.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Purvi. I'm from
Shantanu,
Chennai.
please spotlight her.
Today I'm going to play piano. I'm going to play two songs. First is For a Reason, second is Beracha. So can I play?
Yes, Puri, but we can't see you. Where are you?
The spotlight दिखता है?
Okay, okay. Chale,
Yeah,
chale.
we can see her. Yes.
Chale, chale.
Thank you.
Very nice, very nice.
Awesome,
Lovely.
awesome, lovely.
Let's have some comments from the expert.
Really nice. I like the whole transition from Beethoven to Bella Ciao. Very beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Thank you, Purvi. So now the next one is Anant Krishna. Anant, he also plays this keyboard, but he will also sing. So he will sing along with it. He will sing a bhajan. So Anant, are you there? Anant Krishna.
Yes.
Sing.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Good evening all. Myself Anant Krishna Saxena. Today I am here to sing a rag which is Rag Yaman, which is Jago Mohan Pyare. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. जागो मोहन प्यारे जागो मोहन प्यारे सावरी सूरत मोरे मन भावे सावरी सूरत मोरे मन भावे सुंदर लाल हमारी जागो मोहन प्यारे, जागो मोहन प्यारे। रात समय उठी भानु उदय भयो, रात समय उठी भानु उदय भयो, बाल बाल सब भूपति खाड़े, दर्शन के सब भूखे प्यासे, उठियो नंद किशोर, जागो मोहन प्यारे, जागो मोहन प्यारे, जागो मोहन स्वामी साई। Nisa sa nisa ni pa pa nisa, jago mohan pyare, nisa gama pama kare sa, jago mohan pyare, nisa kare sa ni pa pa nisa, जागो मोहन प्यारे, जागो मोहन प्यारे, सावरी सूरत मोरे मन भावे, सावरी सूरत मोरे मन भावे, सुंदर लाल हमारे, जागो मोहन प्यारे, सारे गारे गमा 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 पदा पदा नी सा नी दा पा पा रे सा, जागो मोहन प्यारे, जागो मोहन प्यारे, जागो मोहन प्यारे, Dani dani sa sa gama gama gari sa sa ni dani sa sa gama gama gari sa, jago mohan pyare, jago mohan pyare, jago mohan, jago mohan, jago mohan pyare. Thank you.
Wow, lovely.
Lovely, Anand.
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Anand.
Okay,
It was really nice. Though it was, as you said, it was not Rag Yaman. This was Rag Bhairav. But thank you. It was a lovely song, and the way you sang and played the keyboard was really, really nice. Thank you. Thank you, Anand.
Thank you, sir.
Lovely. So see, on spot you have got recommendation and advices. That is the benefit of such sessions. Okay, so last name we have Pranav. Pranav, are you there?
Yes, sir.
And Pranav, I'll just give you a brief actually. Pranav is one of the very, I mean, he's associated with IQF as an IQF ambassador. We have IQF clubs in the schools where students are getting trained in all their internal and their outer dimensions, where kids are becoming resilient, kids are becoming mentally calm, working on their inner dimension, then they're creating their outer dimension. So he's one of the members, and he has some question. So I know that after the session he will ask this question, and a special song he is playing for you because you are into music of Kabir and Sufi. So he'll just play a tune of it, and 5 times he said I'll play that. Then after that he will ask a very important question. So Pranav, this virtual platform is yours.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, sir, Vedant sir. So, as Pankaj sir said that I'll play that Kabir sound, so I'll start. I hope you like it.
Wow.
Lovely. Super. Really nice.
So I think
Very
Pranav,
good, Pranav.
uh,
Very nice.
the concern which you had, because I told him that if you are playing this piano, why don't you sing along? So he had some issue with it. He said, when I play keyboard, I cannot sing, and when I sing, I cannot play keyboard.
Acha,
I
okay.
think this is the problem with so many people. When they play guitar, they can't sing. When they sing, they cannot play guitar. So it's a whole
Okay.
mind game, how they can focus their mind and do two different activities together. So maybe you can give some tips. I think this would be the query for a lot of people from other students as well.
So one way of doing it is it's a very uh, good question. Thank you for asking such a question. It's a challenge that I keep facing myself every now and then. So it is not easy to play the guitar and to sing, or to play the piano and sing, um, because you're thinking about your instrument and thinking about the sur tal while you're singing the lyrics, So a good way to approach it is to practice one thing at a time. Say you practice singing and you memorize the lyrics, you memorize you don't have to look at a paper or to look at the lyrics. Try and remember the lyrics. And a good way to remember the lyrics is to know what the song means. So when you understand the meaning of the song, then the lyrics, you'll remember them automatically. And of course, when you understand the song, you'll enjoy it a lot more. That itself is, a good thing. So then once you know the song fully, and then you can start playing your instrument, the piano, the guitar or drums, tabla, whatever it is. You can sing and play any instrument at the same time. So there are I've seen people who play the sarangi and sing at the same time. There are people who play the drums. The drums is a very tough instrument. You're using both your hands and both your feet, while playing the drums. So lot more coordination than just two hands, like the piano or the guitar, but you're also using your feet. But I've seen also drummers who sing. So, it's a lot of practice for that. So just practice, practice, practice. That's the that's the starting and ending.
You see, the another name of practice is struggle, actually. So if you are having struggle, the best way is to face it every day. If you ignore it, you are taking one step back. So if you face the problem, if you have the problem, the best way to deal with to face it. So Pranav, so from today onward, the motto is whenever you get an opportunity, always try and do it, and keep practicing.
Yes, sir.
It will come to you.
And try and find Anand in the struggle. Try and find happiness in your struggle, in your practice. That's the importance. That's the main motto of it. You shouldn't feel like you're struggling and you're practicing so much, but with so much strife and so much of sadness. As in, you should dance with it. You should be so happy, Anand. Like bliss. So find your bliss with practice.
True. Okay.
So we have another question from Anand Krishna Saksena.
Do we have a question in the chat box, or they want to
Yes,
ask?
chat in chat box.
What is the question? Please read.
Namaste, sir. I am also started learning music since age 4. Nowadays, when I am growing, my throat is very heavy, which is creating issue for me. So, can you give some tips how I can improve my voice?
Okay. Anand, thank you. How old is Anand?
I think
How old are you, Anand?
Anand is the one who sang the song. No? Anand,
Yes.
same Anand?
Oh, you're the same Anand Krishna Saksena?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, how old are you, Anand?
Sir, I am of 14.
14. Okay. So, at this age, from 12 to 14, 15, 16, those 4 years, 4 or 5 years, what happens is the voice changes. So earlier you sang in C sharp, right? Today?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you might have probably 5 years back, you would have sung in A or B in a higher pitch. So
Yes,
now
sir.
it is coming down. So what happens is the voice is changing. It's a very biological thing that happens. Like how, we grow up, right? We grow tall. We don't remain like the size of a baby. So we grow tall. Physical changes happen to us. So the same thing happens to the throat also. So what happens is the throat becomes rougher, and your voice becomes deeper, and as you grow older. So that is a process that everybody goes through. So what you need to do at this time is that you should practice enough to keep. You have to keep singing. Don't stop singing. And many times your voice may also crack. Sometimes you may be singing like Achyutam Keshavam Krishna Damodaram. That might happen, no? So don't worry about it at all. It's something that happens to everyone. So just if that happens, just smile and continue singing again. And it will not happen after you're 16, 17. It will stop, and your voice will settle down, and your pitch will stabilize at one place. And you keep practicing, but don't practice too much. Don't like, you will know when your throat starts hurting. At that time, you give it a rest. You give it rest, and then you. So it's important, and also you have to sleep enough. You have to eat properly. You have to drink a lot of fluids, lot of water. Hot water is good. So hot water always soothes the throat, your stomach, and everything. And eat good food. And the timing that you eat is very important. This is for everybody. The time that you all eat food and the amount of sleep that you all get, that you all have daily, is very, very important. You have to have at least 7-8 hours of sleep every day, and you have to eat very correctly. See, I eat breakfast at 8 o'clock, lunch at 12 o'clock, and dinner at 6. Today my dinner is delayed slightly, but at 6 o'clock. And then, it's a rhythm that I follow every day. So you follow a rhythm, and this particular time that I just mentioned is very good, but this little bit this way, that way is okay. But try and follow that, and everything will be fine.
Thank you, sir. Sir, one last question that
Yeah.
I want to learn singing from you. So is there any platform that you can? Because in my region, my place, there is no that teacher of music who can teach music to me.
Okay, sure, Anant. I can share my number with IQF people, and they can send it to you, and you could get in touch with me.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Anand, thank you. So you started the session with giving your this pranams to the gurus. So he ended the session with finding his guru.
Lovely.
So, Bacho, I know you all have a lot of queries and questions, but something which is which makes everyone slave of situations is time. So we cannot go beyond it. Time was decided, and as he already mentioned that his daily routine has been affected. So what we'll
That's
do
okay.
is,
Little
no,
bit
no,
here and there.
not that way, but what we'll do is we'll have, maybe in forthcoming sessions we'll try to have him and in a different settings and all, so where you can just ask questions, or maybe we can have another person who can answer your queries and questions. Plus you also get opportunity to perform. Several children, they are little sad currently because I know that I haven't given them chance. But as I had already told you that we are having a lot of activities. So in forthcoming session, we'll have some talent hunt show as well. So there you can display your talent. Okay. Okay. So again, once again, thank you so much, Vedanji, for coming and for giving your
Thank you so much for giving
valuable
me
time.
this opportunity
Yeah.
to share my
Thank you so
music
much.
and
Now,
experiences with all of you. Thank you.
thanks. So now my colleague, Mr. Amal, I would like him to come and give a vote of thanks. Please, Shantanu, can you please give him spotlight?
Am I audible, sir?
Yes. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. What an amazing way to spend an evening. On behalf of the IQF family, I want to extend my sincere gratitude to Mr. Vedant Bharadwaj for bringing out time for his busy schedule. And it was a great pleasure having you today in the midst of the Vivekashala summer camp. So you have made this evening a delightful repast of music, and it was indeed a relaxing, de-stressing, and enlightening session. Now I would want our students to give a big thanks and a round of applause to Sir. I hope all of you shall remember and act upon the words of wisdom you have received today. Wait for the claps. I'll unmute them.
I'm unmuting them. So they will just give a big round of applause and say thanks to him for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Amal, unmute.
Amal ji, आप unmute करें.
Thank you once again, sir, for gracing this evening and inspiring the young minds toward music. And my thanks also to all the parents and teachers who have joined today. Thank you all.
And I just want to add that Amal is currently in Guwahati. So he is speaking from all the way from Guwahati. So he's associated with IQF and he takes care of the IQF interventions in Guwahati region. So we have Shantanu here, Shantanu, who is giving all the rights to students and giving spotlight. So he's also part of the organization. So that's how, and all these children who made this program successful. Okay, aap logon ko bhi thanks, and all the teachers, all the parents who were there, and special thanks to our guests. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. See you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.